escaping the void, most important, and most definitely. That's something that's what the show is about tonight. That's what we you know what I'm saying. That's what we're here for. That's what we're gonna discuss. It's one of them things, man. We talk about the void. It's like we talk about something. It's a lot of people that just really. A lot of people sometimes they can't explain it. Almost nobody can explain it. You know what I'm saying? But then you think about the void. The void, literally. That's specific. Make sure my mic right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure my everything is where it's supposed to be. Let me check my settings real quick. Because I don't want to avoid you guys. I don't want to be voided out. So let me get my mic right because you see what I'm saying? My mic was not right. My mic was not right. Let me check my video, make sure we good there. Yeah, we are good. You know what I'm saying? I had to check them settings out. Make sure I'm talking to the mic, so I hope you guys can hear me better as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we good. But the void, man, that thing, man. It's almost when you feel like it's like when I was in the Marine Corps, after combat, I felt like something inside me was just really disconnected. It's like I didn't have a I didn't have a I had a pulse. I was alive, but I felt disconnected because of, you know, what I had been through, things I had done in life. And being 21 years old, it's like it takes time for some things to really catch up to your mind, and you realize, the things that you've done, and what part you played and the effects in people's lives. So sometimes you become into a voice. You're like, are you even alive? Like you're alive, but are you living? So you have to put things into perspective a little better for yourself, just to understand what you're really going through. You can either sometimes you don't feel like you're living, or you do. Um, but we have to really ask ourselves these real questions. Why is the void, and how do you escape it? How do you escape that void? Like what gives you that void, and how do you get out of that void of that situation? And what is it? What is that void? You know what I mean? So and you got to understand, you can't always pivot into thinking the void is sadness. No, no, the void is never sadness. It's not never sadness. That is a characteristic of some people's void. So I won't ever articulate as if a void doesn't a characteristic doesn't exist within the void is sadness, and because some people experience sadness within a void, but not in particular all the time. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes it's numbness. You see what I'm saying? Uh, totally two different feelings. Sadness is one thing, numbness is another. When you numb, you just like, yeah, like you're not excited. You're just numb. It's melancholy, not so much, just numbness. Just no, don't feel anything. So when your life starts, you feel like you're watching it happen instead of actually living it. You know what I'm saying? You're just watching your life happen, but are you actually participating in it? You know what I'm saying? You gotta see where you participate. How do you participate? How do you put yourself and interject yourself in the life in front of your face, the one that you have in front of you? What's your part in it? You're alive, right? But are you just living? So what's your play? What do you do next? Are you living life, or are you just a passenger in a, the driver's seat of your own story? Like, how are you getting through? Think about it. See, emotional numbness is very dangerous because some people will do real out of whack shit to feel something. You know what I'm saying? Like drugs and you know inconspicuous partners. Some people become fuck, like literally, they want to have sex, or they want to just screw to avoid the void. They want to screw themselves into feeling something, and that's a lot of men and women's go to. It's a void. Is it a void, or are you avoiding yourself? Like this, these are a lot of real particular questions that you need to ask yourself to avoid the void. But some people understand, they appreciate, and they like the void. It's a hell of a way to think. But is it so bad, or is it a safe space? Okay, let's think about that. Okay. But feeling disconnected from your purpose, is that a safe space? I don't think so. Looking for passion or for things you used to care about, like just looking for it. Like I used to care about that. Now it's dissipated. It's not even something I give a shit about anymore. See, that's the void. There's nothing safe about that. It's a waste space that you mentally are carrying, but you're physically carrying that cross, wasting and not figuring out how to apply yourself to your own story. Think about that. Just think about that for a real quick second. Just what are you applying to your own story, or are you just living in your vessel, your being, your body, and you're participating, but you still feel that void. Like think about that. Seriously, I'm trying to help you understand how to feel that void. So you have to subscribe to the Willis Podcast on YouTube, right here, what you watching on, or whatever app, whatever channel you're watching on. Subscribe to the Willis Podcast on YouTube so we can understand these things much better and have conversations about it. Let me turn my chat on real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what the chat gonna have to say. Let me show my chat. Go on YouTube, show the chat. I don't read my chat a whole lot, but I'm gonna turn the chat on for sure. What's going on, my people? How y'all doing? Oh man, you ain't watch these the old whatever. So anyway, yeah, man. So let's get into how people fall into these voids, man. I mean, it's extremely important to discuss. See, again, you have to always ask yourself questions. Questions about what? Did disapproval push you to that void? Disapproval of others? The disapproval, you feel like you don't belong, you feel like you're not smart enough, you feel like you're not. Well, how about you understand that's outside energy. That's outside. Those are outside entities, and that you're reading these equations that are coming in as you're consuming, it's the input. You're inputting these things. You're inputting this information into your vessel, in your body, in the way you operate, in your spirit. You put it in your body, you put it in your mind, and you're so concerned with that creates a lot of cloud, an extreme amount of cloudiness, because you're listening to what other people say and what other people think and how other people feel, and you're internalizing these things, and they're not meant for you to internalize. It's just meant for you to brush off. A lot of things are meant for you to brush off, especially if you are determining if they're lying or telling the truth about you. You have to determine that. But I can tell you how this thing operates. It operates, the operation is in the exchange with people. See, some people love to gain the advantage over putting others down. And some people are really good natured and don't understand, why would you want to put someone down when you can uplift someone? But let's take it a step back. This other person gains a great deal of satisfaction from putting other people down. So why would you want to affiliate with a person that gains so much satisfaction with destroying and putting other people's down just so they can uplift themselves. See, these are common traits with people that are extremely insecure and inferior. So the only way they can get their weight up is putting someone down. But what if people are activated on goodness and lifting other people up? But we have to be careful, and you have to understand who you're lifting up in that process. You can be lifting up a goddamn demon. Somebody that hates you, doesn't operate too well with you, doesn't even see the goodness in you because they think you're stupid because you're nice to them. So they want to figure out a way how to capitalize on the way that you feel about them, and they don't feel that way about you. There's a big difference. Big, 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 big difference. What they saying in the chat? I appreciate you. Anyway, check this out. I appreciate you guys in the chat. Thank you so much. But check this out, man. For real. The problem with people in their confidence is they gain their confidence about how other people feel about them. And that's a very big mistake. You should only gain your confidence from what you can accomplish, what you have proven to yourself, and how you have been able to figure out things that make you who you are and solidifies who you are. I bet some of you guys thought I was going to talk about some money and how and equating how. No. It's who you are. You can't equate so much with money all the time. You got to equate things with how you operate with peace, with how you articulate yourself throughout society. You're not a dog, but you're articulating yourself through your mind. Aren't you articulate when you speak? Don't you, when you articulate, you know what I'm saying? It's like your swag. That's the actual word for that's art. When you articulate how you move and how you operate and how you present yourself, that's your swagger. That's how you get down. That's how you present yourself to people. Some people are multifaceted and some people are not so much. But at the end of the day, that's the behavior. That's the presence that you give off that belongs to you. That and how other people perceive you. So understand, man. Like you have to really think about the voids that you put yourself in because you lose all that when you feel like you don't have your swagger, when you don't feel like you're connected, when you don't feel like you belong, when you don't feel like nobody wants to deal with you. But what if it's you that don't want to deal with you? Don't equate everything that has to deal with other people with you because you're your own specific being in your own right. Man, come on, you got to go. You got to understand something. Trauma, routine lies, no purpose, social media comparisons, broken dreams, and isolation. All of those are false characterizations that you built for yourself, and you didn't like the outcome. Sometimes the void isn't pain; it's just the absence of meaning. And when you thrive and want to mean so much, sometimes you should appreciate the void and take that time to reconstruct. Yeah. Yeah, the void isn't always bad. It's just do you want to stay in the void? Or you have to also define the void that you're in. You have to define these things. But see, these are the signs when I'm gonna let you know the signs of when you're living in a void. You stop caring about your goals, man. You stop. You isolate yourself to a degree to where you don't want to deal with anybody. You don't want any advice. You don't want to be dealt with. You don't want to be seen. You don't want to be, you're not even distracted, but you don't want to be. You don't want to be even felt, right? Like so, you want to be. You're emotionless. You're flat, just emotionally flat. Everything's I'm fine. Yeah, okay, whatever. It's like you're just not into living. You're just not into it at all. That's strange, but some people go through these actual things. You know, they distract themselves constantly, always looking to grasp at something else. Nothing's ever focused or fluid, meaning everything that they do falls apart because they're so fragile in the way that they operate. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, let's take a let's just take an understanding approach to these things that I'm saying. Just take an understanding approach to the things that I'm saying, so that we can really define these things. The most dangerous moment in a person's life is when they're suffering. And they stop caring. When somebody stops caring, man, and somebody stops fighting, that's a dangerous place because they're at a very low point in society. That's what you call not faring well. So it's always good to know someone has a pulse, know someone that you care about. You don't have to talk to them. No, 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 no. You don't have to do all of it. You have to know that they have a pulse and that they're doing well. That's caring. you know at least you can always communicate. It's sometimes it's very safe to know someone has a beating healthy heart, simply because some people can be in those spaces of a void. So when they reach out, acknowledge that. When they care back. That doesn't take you out of your space. Just when you're in that void, people love you, people care about you, people want to reach out to you, but at least acknowledge them. Let them know that you have a heartbeat. That void isn't going to last forever. And those people that you need when you come out of that void, you want them to be there for you. So be careful with your behavior when you're in these spaces of numbness, when you have this uncanny ability of just not caring. Just you think it's cool, you think it's okay. I'm okay. Back up off me, man. I'm good, man. I don't need nobody fucking with me, man. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, damn, leave me the fuck alone. Hey, be careful with all of that, because those same people that have a good concern for you, that care about you for real, you may not think you're gonna need them, but most likely you will. You understand that? So check it out, man. Let's just talk about the purpose, man. The purpose and the reason why I'm telling you is because us as human beings, we need meaning. We need it. It's life force to know that you exist and you operate to have a purpose of transcendentness, some form of a cycle that you was able to participate in that still has success associated with it. Most people want to be associated with success. Seriously, they do. That's not something to be ashamed of at all. It's just what kind of success and what do you want out of life? How do you fill that void? How do you do it? That's the thing. Because without that meaning of fulfillment and meaning of purpose, it's that there's an emptiness that plagues you. You know what I'm saying? People hide behind a lot of things. They do a lot of hiding behind a lot of things. You know, uh, it doesn't just trap you because they're weak and nothing like that. No, no, no. It's a trap because they stop believing life matters. They stop believing it doesn't come from the world. But it's inside of them. They have to understand how to connect pieces that matter to bring the best out of them. It's real. It's real intricate. Very, very, very interesting. You have to escape the meaningless equation, because when you're breathing, you should be positioning yourself to participate in something. That's how you keep going. That's how you keep operating. That's how you keep fulfilling uh, Things that absolutely matter to you, You have to pull yourself out of the void unless the void is learning lessons. That void is like a purgatory. It's a place of reflection, rehearsing what's in your mind, re-examining your pure thoughts, and understanding how to elevate yourself out of them. It's a real situation. It's a real thing. All right, okay. The void is there. Now we're gonna have some fun with the void. Man, on some current event shit, check it out. What happened was, man, I was looking at Isaiah Thomas today uh talking about LeBron James. And we all know I am not the biggest fan of LeBron James. Okay? No, not as a basketball player, at least. And some people, they very much so are. And that's fine. That's fine with me. But I just don't see what you see. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to agree on a lot of things. That's okay. That's fair. For real, for real. But check it out. This is my problem with OLBJ. Um, you have a lot of ways that, when you watch YouTube and you see a lot of valid perspectives. Let's just say that. I'm not trying to trash the man because he's done a lot of valued things, like when it comes to, you know, schools in Akron, there are issues. But when it comes to, his presence, his global persona, what he has done for basketball, the way people see him. I will never trash LeBron James to that degree. I just have to disagree with what Isaiah was speaking about when it comes to nobody's seen nothing like LeBron James. That's I don't. I just beg to say that's just not true. You got to look at the whole stats, turnovers, the other things that come with scoring, just pat static, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. And then when you lose, when you've been to the finals, what, 10, 11 times, you got 4? 10 times, 4, lost a lot of playoffs, 23 years in the league. It's a whole lot of people that was really dominant in your era, way dominant in your era. Like, Steph Curry, yeah, in your era. Yes, it's just like I have nothing against Shaq, but let's just say Tim Duncan was more dominant as a center than you in your era. You got 5 championships, you got 4. So it's a lot of people, nothing, that's not to take nothing away from the Diesel. I love Shaq. I think Shaq is supremely one of the greatest, most dominant forces that the NBA has ever seen. Everything he says about himself is true. It's just you just can't block out Tim Duncan like he didn't do what he did. You know what I'm saying? Just like LeBron James, you can't say that you the most dominant, you this and that, and Steph Curry, and he's there, like he right there. He's better than you. His career can last long. If you want to play longer than you, he could. See, you have to play with athleticism that you're losing. So with the fake injuries, allegedly, the crying, the deals though. Let's get into the deals. Like you leaving Cleveland, like you didn't stay with one team. You went team hopping looking for a savior. Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh was your savior, and you really underachieved in Miami to a massive degree. Dirk whipped your ass at 11. You didn't get that championship. Dirk Nowitzki got his championship. You know what I'm saying? Like but the 3 of you guys, it was like people say what they want to say. I expected more. I mean, even Tracy McGrady was like, I expected more out of them guys. And it didn't happen because you were exposed. And even when you went back to Cleveland, you only went back to Cleveland because of the great Kyrie Irving. Let's be clear, the savior of your ass again. Right? You got another championship. D Wade got you 2. That's when they called him 3. But you had 2 because D Wade got you 2. You ain't get them by yourself. Ray Allen, D Wade, everybody got the chip but you. Kyrie got the chip. But Kyrie had to deal with all of your poison too. Like asking him, is he you a father? You 3 years older than Kyrie. Is he a father figure? Man, you ain't nobody, bro. Kyrie is a far better skilled basketball player than LeBron James. He's not even as big as LeBron James, but his skill set is superb. I say that because it's true. It's just what it is. I mean, y'all can say you can say what you want to say, but that's just those are just the facts of the matter. For real, for real. It's just what it is. Say what you want to say how you want to feel, whatever. All I'm telling you is like those are the truth. That's the equation. See, the problem with LeBron James is he has a lot of voids. He practices a hell of a lot of cognitive dissonance. He does. Being a big body and the ability to play basketball that doesn't translate into the mentality that you're supposed to be up. If you had the chance to get to the championship, you need to tell me somebody bested you. See, those are the intricacies that people don't really want to discuss about LeBron James. Nobody takes away from his capabilities and what he's able to do, his longevity, but being the best requires for you to bring the best. And your best is mediocre at best. For real. You've been to the dance 10, 11 times, only got 4. And then the 4 that you got, you didn't get. And I would say 3.5 because one was a bubbler that you was not getting the best out of them players. All the pussy they was getting in that damn bubble. And you know what I'm saying? Nah, that was a fiasco. So you just snuck away with that one and say, oh, let him get it. Okay, let him get his little Disney ring. So that was a little Disney ring that you got. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. I'm not saying that LeBron James is a terrible basketball player. No. I'm just telling you his skill set ain't like that. His athleticism, all that he's blessed with, yeah. But you don't even have a patented move that can actually save your ass in a game. Something that's patent like Kobe got, like Steph can hit a 3 on your ass. AE got one. Anthony Edwards got a patented move. He's a Jordan mimicker. So is Kobe. But they know how to play the game of basketball. Their body just work that way. Your shit is clunky. You can dunk, you're strong, you're a freight train, all that shit. But of course, that was going to go away. They're bigger people. They're younger. They're stronger now. So your athleticism doesn't quite translate that well with the younger, more athletic than your ass because you didn't develop those skill sets to give you some even longer. All that athleticism. You should have a nice touch shot, something so like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem had the hook shot. Oh, it's going in every time. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, it ain't nothing. I'm 40. Oh, there it is. You see what I'm saying? Kareem was great. You don't hear him complain about you. The only why he didn't play because he was hurt. But see, there's a void in your mind thinking that you could ever be the greatest player of all time. LeBron, you got too many fallacies, flaws, and you made too many bad decisions. You didn't stay with one team. Isaiah left so much out because you have a formidable hate for Michael Jordan, and we all know it. You don't like Mike. We do. But you can't bring your opinion on here as if we hadn't seen LeBron James before. Yes, the hell we have. As a matter of fact, we getting the younger version of LeBron James. Shit, he may not play like LeBron, but he been playing basketball young like LeBron. That's Luka Doncic. Luka is gonna break if Luka stay healthy and shoot like he do. Like LeBron records will be up there, and ain't nobody taking nothing away from him. Like let's go and Tyler's motherfucker. But if KD going to play long enough, he can break it. If he just wanted to keep playing, but he's gonna retire too. It's time for the old guys to go. Be effective on the team. Ride the bench if you want to just be in. If you just gotta touch the ball. Mike came back and forth. You guys played straight through. Okay, but don't sit up here and position yourself above the GOAT. And Isaiah saying things like, "We just can't get. Can we just get past Michael Jordan?" No, pimp, that ain't how this go. Give me one player that's gonna get 6 for 6, and then we can discuss it. Went in 6 times, came out with six rings, MVP. Like, give me somebody with them stats. It's about the stats, Isaiah. It's not about how long a person plays or how you like them so much. Because that's all that was. That's the only way you can even equate with you doing the shit you did, man. You gotta avoid. Just like LeBron got stuff. Y'all want to avoid Michael Jordan. And you can't void it. You can't void greatness. Sorry, pimp. That was just out of line. That was so worthless for you to say. That was classless. Because Michael Jordan came back to NBC, we got to move fast, Michael Jordan. I said, you a hater, pimp, but I love you, man. I love your game. You from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? But you do kiss motherfuckers' mouth. You kiss my magic. You know, see, some ain't right about your haterade. It just, it ain't aging well, pimp. You doing that shit again. Damn, Zeke, you doing it again, Zeke. Yeah, you doing it again. Ain't no Mike trying to make LeBron something he can never, ever, and will never, ever, ever try to. It can't be. He can't be it. There's no argument there. You lost too much. Your endorsements don't make you the player. Your range and your prowess and your global acknowledgement doesn't make you the king, LeBron. That's self-proclaimed. You are not the GOAT. You have no chance at being the GOAT. You're a flop. And you played in an era that you created, and they allowed you to do it. That's why you have so many friends. You're a cash cow. That's whoredom. You jump teams. He's just living out his dreams. I'm just a 40-something-year-old kid. Yeah, it shows. You ain't never grow up. I want to play for the Lakers. You act like a kid too. I want to diminish Kobe's Lakers because I'm LeBron. You ain't had no business going to the Lakers. Ask me. No business. No respect either, you damn child. Why you ain't go to Chicago? You didn't want to go there, huh? Because I'm from Cleveland. You should have stayed your ass in Cleveland the whole time. And I guarantee you would have had a better Lakers. We would have really known who you were without Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, or without Kyrie Irving, or without Anthony Davis in the Bubba, the Bubba. Your ass want a ring and a Bubba. I'm so proud. I got a phone. I got to tell my mic. 23 years in the league, and you got 4 rings, and you want to. Man, stop, LeBron. goddamn, you should just stop doing that. You're out of line, disrespect. You're just a good athlete that played a long time, as far as I'm concerned. And that's just what it is. You're a good athlete that played a long time. But all of that shit they said about you, his court vision, oh, bullshit. You just couldn't do it. You didn't have all that freight train shit that you did, all jumping, that's just 2 points. A highlight and 2 points, and the shit may look good on the basketball court. Sometimes it don't because you flicked it. All your shit look awkward to me. You can't. They don't need any jump shots of you on a basketball court. Them shits look. I bet they look awful. There's always some fluke, some old weird. There ain't no smoothness. Ain't no shit like that with it. There's always some old goofy shit. And that's just because that's how you is, LeBron. You just goofy. Goofy ass dude. For real. Goofy. But you can ball, man. You got coordination, you know what I'm saying? You're coordinated, hand-eye coordination. It's great. Ball handling capability, subpar. But the way you get down the court, when you're big or you move strong, you can compensate for a lot with your capabilities and your strength and your athleticism. But you can't fool my eyes, LeBron. You're not like Kobe or McGrady. And I won't even put Vince Carter in there because some of his subpar skill. You're not like an Allen Iverson. There's a smoothness that comes with certain players. Jordan was extremely smooth. Everything that he did was intentional. So when he needed to improve his ball handling skills, he did that. He needed to improve his mid-range, he did that. Improve his three-point shooting, he did that. You, on the other hand, you're at best a streaky shooter at best. Never consistent at nothing, and your signature move is the freight train dunk. That sums you up pretty good. Is it effective? Hell yeah, it's effective. Shit, yeah, dominant. You dominant now. Don't get me wrong, but I've always wanted you to develop a skill set that was like defined by you. And all you do is go out and mimic what other people. I could do it too. You got a I could do it too mentality. I could do it too. Ugh. See, when Kobe developed that touch, spin around, that's patented. I ain't seen that no more. I seen AE, Anthony Edwards, do a touch, spin, touch, fake in, out. See, that's a patent. That's like a you can't stop shit like that. We ain't never seen that from LeBron James. KD, your mid-range game is impeccable. You do things that nobody, well, Wimby can do. You know, some people can do, but ain't nobody doing it like KD. Like you look at Tracy McGrady off the backboard, like some things that he did fade away, all Mike mimickers, but they did that shit the way they was like, oh shit, I did it like Mike. You can't stop it. You can't stop the shit. Shit, Kobe, you couldn't stop Kobe. LeBron, you can be stopped. You can bully your way to some points, but you can be stopped. I hope you understand that. That's just how you get down. I mean, you ain't like that. You ain't fine as you think you is. Yeah, like that's not what you is. Uh, young players in the game, like you got Anthony Edwards, you have Victor Wembanyama, you have I mean, shit. Look at Luca, he's still young. You got Joker, you got a lot of you got who I like out here, Scotty Barnes. You got yeah, for real, Scotty Barnes, the truth like that. Boy, go. You got the brothers, the twins, you know, Amun and Asar. You got you got this, y'all know the stars. You know what I'm saying? You got Leangelo Ball out here going crazy. You know, but my money on Anthony Edwards, man. You know, you got people got solid teams. Tante Kupo, you know, he's gonna have to get some help. You know, the NBA is always. I see D Lillard. He went back to Portland. You know what I'm saying? He's older. You know what I'm saying? You got Steph Curry. I love watching the development of the NBA. Who's going to be the face of the NBA? Things like that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can't avoid the fact that people trying to avoid people out. They trying to avoid some people slap the hell up out, man. And that's just how it goes. So y'all gotta watch that, like, because back in my time, they voided out Stevie Franchise, Trace McGrady. They voided out Grant Hill after he got hurt so many times. They just voided him out, man. So, man, the best thing you can hope for, players, man, they stay healthy. They stay into the game. They stay figuring out a way to stay relevant. It's a lot of talent. Kyrie Irving coming back. That's the one. That's the dog. AE, man. Those are the dogs right there, boy. That's what I love watching play basketball right now today. That was Anthony. That was always forever will be Kyrie Irving where he played. But I'm just kind of ready for the LeBron era to be over. I'm sick of it. I'm over it. I kind of been over it for a while. I'm done with the LeBron era of. I'm so happy it's gonna be over. Steph Curry, you gonna play a little long, man. Just play a little long. You can just say this your era. This is Curry era. And I mean, it's not about diminishing LeBron. I'm just thinking, LeBron was I'm saying I'm not gonna say he was a failure or bash anything like that. He wasn't what I thought he would be when it comes to his ending. Like championships. I thought he would have went out different. He's kind of going out a little sad, and then like you have skeletons too, man. You are a Diddy partying type of guy. You escaping the void, pimp. You know what I'm saying? The void is you ain't Mike. You can't escape the void. You ain't Mike. You wear 23, you wear 6, 2 times 3, 6, whatever the hell you want. 9, I don't give a shit. Mike wore 9 in the in the Olympics. He wore 9. You know what I'm saying? So, man, you're LeBron James. You're not Michael Jordan. You've done good in your time. You know what I'm saying? It was, I think they named it your era unjustly. It's Curry's era. You know, Curry came in, he took it from you. You had a little era, but you know that wasn't you like that. That's just how I feel. Who's calling? Let me turn my volume up. Let's see what it says. Who's calling? Nobody. Anyway, yeah, man. So, that's what it is. That's my that's my take on the whole situation. And I know a lot of you young cats say it's not gonna agree with me about that. That's fine. That's fair. That's cool. I get it. I get it. You guys love LeBron. Good man. Been with Savannah. You know, his son does not deserve to be in the NBA at all either. He's not good enough. He wasn't good enough to be even at USC, Southern California. You know, he wasn't that type of ball player. He played good video games and stuff, but you know, he doesn't. She shouldn't. Barney shouldn't never win in the NBA. I mean, all this was just. I'm not hating, man. I hope y'all don't think I sound like Stephen A. I'm just looking at it for what it is. He does not deserve to be there. It's dismal, man. I wouldn't. That's make you see LeBron in a different light to see your son come out there and just go out there and act like he a child with Down syndrome, like he can play basketball. That shit is just not attractive. It's crazy. But guess he living. But you got to understand them voids are coming. So even rich people, they the main people that go through voids. They think that they have done everything, made every accomplishment, have been the greatest and the most granular in society and in life and in everything. And then you know what it comes to? A lot of that shit be painful, orchestrated, manipulated. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. So be careful what you think or what you believe. Or, propaganda has a very, very long history of distributing information that just ain't true. Don't always believe everything that people say. Do a little research on LBJ. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Barrett is all. I want to know what LBJ was doing them diddy parties and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like them diddy parties, boy. Yeah, ain't nothing like a diddy party here. Or why you was in a maid outfit? See, I'm really just I don't, Isaiah, you just saw past that because maybe he was in a maid outfit before for somebody. Kissel. Anyway, that's the show tonight, man. Appreciate y'all tuning into the Willis Podcast. Remember, learn how to escape those specific types of voids. Take lessons when you're in the void so that you can come out a new being, a new person. The void isn't there for you to pout, act like a child. That void is a time out in life that you should take to reinvent, renew, reposition, and understand how to be effective completely the way you want to be again. The only way you can escape that void is if you have to comprehend why you're in it in the first place. That's the show tonight. Thank you for tuning in to this podcast. And once again, you notice my favorite part. The will is go. Learn the lessons in the void. Don't mean that you won't end up it again. I just need you to understand. You got to understand how it ends.